What's up, my Ponginos? Annie with Tech Influence here, going over the CL005 16mm lens for your iPhone, for your Android with a 17mm thread. This is from the folks at ULANZI, and it's a great way here to be able to add an extra wide-angle lens to your vlogging, to your main camera, whether you're shooting content, traveling, or doing vlogs. 16mm wide is so nice and buttery. It just turns that main sensor into an awesome vlogging camera to shoot video, or just to be able to add this to your arsenal. I'm using a rig here from the folks at Neewer that has a 17mm mount. You can obviously use any of them that are out there for Android or iOS. Let's unbox this, demonstrate it here, and go on the town and show you what this awesome lens can do you for. Let's go ahead and unbox the 16mm mobile lens. ULANZI does a great job with their packaging, including their case. I like how they make the case out of high quality durable material, including like this full leather, which has padding all the way around, so it's gonna give you that protection. Zippers are nice, and then it opens up with this bungee as well as the mesh to be able to hold microfiber cloths, cords, you name it. You've got the adapter here, which has two different options, and it does have a cold shoe mount, which is nice. I never found this to be very successful, and I don't like lots of pressure on my screen, but here is the lens. This is what you're looking for. I love how they've got a silicone lens protector all the way around the front and the back. That makes really nice. And then there it is. The hood is not detachable. You got this wide angle here, which is really great, giving you up to 110 degrees with a 16mm glass. That's multiple glass inlaid in there. The chassis is anodized aluminum, which is really durable, and it's gonna be able to give you a nice wide angle look with clean bokeh and a great field of view for vlogging. I like that. Let's go ahead and place it on the rig. I've got my iPhone 16 Pro Max. This is a newer rig here with a 17mm adapter mount. Placing that on there, it looks really good. Super clean, lightweight, isn't gonna burdensome here when you're doing long shoots, running and gunning, vlogging, you name it. I like that. Really clean. Let's go out on location and shoot some content. I went out and about in my city to some public spaces, and it just looks fantastic. The field of view is great. Here you can see a great contrast. As we move on to a local religious building, temple is beautiful. You can see the darks of the leaves. The focal length allows you to be able to see the entirety of the building. Moving on, I think the shot of the park here definitely illustrates the best dynamic range, where you've got darks in the bushes and the leaves, but you still have a really bright and vibrant blue. All of this was shot in ProRes log, and you can see here I'm also in a public space with that background and the mountains and the cars moving. It's just a great option to have as a vlogging lens. With that said, placing it on this rig I think is fantastic. As you can see, it looks really clean. Having this nice grip is good, and that lens just looks great for your content. I like how lightweight it is. I think the packaging is fantastic, and the lens I think is arguably just as good as anything out there. With that said, I did purchase this lens with my own money. I'll have a link to it down below in the links in the description. But nonetheless, thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll have links to all the other products as well down in the description. It does help out the channel. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye.